Hi, hello everyone. Today we are going to see an interesting topic called like how we can prepare our resumes as a fresher, like most probably from the software background, like if we are applying for any software development jobs in the sense, like how can we build our profile effectively so that we can land in a very good job or any good opportunity. So the things that you need to work on is first profile, like your resume should speak to the recruiters before they are seeing your face itself, right? So they should be able to understand like in which skills like you are really stuffed in and what are all the things that you know. And if you see this sample which I have taken from the internet, so this says like this is a fresher software engineer resume. And if you see that there are some basic information about their identity, and there are some objective information and what they are want to be, like their key skills and also their strengths, academic information and their final year project. Even they have mentioned about their achievements and co-curricular activities, hobbies and all. And finally they will be providing some personal information about their address information, those kind of stuff. So this is a very basic profile for any fresher. So if you go with this profile, you will not heard back from any of the HR, because it doesn't portray, it doesn't show about your skills. It doesn't speak well with the recruiter. Because if you see, if you have taken this section key skills, this is the major section most probably the technical recruiters will see. If you put C, C++, core Java and all, even our parents know there are two major programming languages like Java and .NET. So how you are going to prove that you know some C, C++ or Java in this profile itself? Like that's going to speak to the recruiter. Because if you take any MNCs, they'll be coming across like almost like thousands of profiles in the same category. So how they are going to, you know, uh, categorize you, and how they are going to filter your profile, how you out of like thousands of profile, how can I select this profile is like in a unique way. So for that, there are some key points that we need to mention on our resume. It can be, the first point is like it should provide some basic information about like what are all the skills that you are doing and the relevant experience. Even though if you are not having any work experience, you can put some use cases saying that this is a use case. Say for example, if you are taking any e-commerce application, there will be some basic, you know web application saying that there are some products and it will be listed. If you click on the product, it will be providing some information about the product. You can add that to the cart. This is a web application, sample web application. I will not recommend you to build a complete e-commerce application, but instead of that, you can work on a login module. Any apps, like the user module is the basic module that you should know, right? You should be having hands-on. Either it can be PHP or it can be Java or it can be .NET. We have all the softwares that are available in the market for free, and you can try those stuffs. PHP is very easy, and I would suggest that for any freshers, because like it doesn't need any effort to learn much. But if you take the syntax, it's not much very much oops friendly. If you are searching for any oops related language, in the sense, you can go for Java or .NET. But the basic information here is you should mention some use cases and what you have built upon that use case. It can be either a web application, or it can be a solution, or it can be any service. I'll teach you like how we can put that, how we can get those knowledge, and how we can portray that in our resume. I'll show you that in the subsequent videos. But the first thing is like you need to mention some use cases. Okay. And you can also mention some you know solutions. There can be any interest of your product. Say for example, smart contracting system is a thing that an Indian government is hugely investing on. because like if you want to do any agreement between the two parties, in the sense like we need to do some basic background verifications and all, it's hugely offline from the Indian government. So our central government is building a smart contract system which is like all fully online, like we can apply for any government related bonds, and it will be approved digitally. So that's the smart contract system. This is one of the solution that they are providing. So you can provide some samples of real problems of the customer, saying that these are all the products that I am interested in. Any business is having some problem today in the today's world. So your innovation should speak in the profile. So what are all the innovating ideas that you have? So the second thing will be innovating ideas. The first thing which I mentioned is use cases. It can be any use case, and you can provide some sample application for that. The next thing would be this product ideas or any innovating ideas that you have. This is one of the samples I know, but you will be having a lot of ideas, right? If you have any ideas, keep commenting that, and I'll provide you the proper direction, like how we can go from there. And the next thing is learning newer technologies. What you know, like on the recent technologies, if you say this, see this, C++, core Java and all, everyone will know. As I said earlier, like even from the technical background, people will from the engineering background will also know, even from the mechanical department will also know like what is C++ and Java. But how we are going to prove your skills on the computer field? How you are going to tell your recruiter that you are well versed in the recent technologies? Say for example, none of the fresher profiles will mention about responsiveness in the web development. None of the because responsiveness is kind of like website or web application that will run on across all the devices, but we won't see any discrepancies, meaning that it will be same in all the devices. That is called responsiveness or device adaptable web applications. So these things, like you can mention, this is one of the oldest technologies, but I'm telling that even you can that put that in your profile to mention that I know responsiveness, I know how to build a responsive web application. That is going to be the additive information that you are going to provide. Even you can mention like I know how to build Android application. These are all like very samples that are available in the internet itself. You can try that, you can mention that in your profile. Next, the third point that I'm going to tell is like you can maintain some online code repositories. Say for example, code repositories in the sense you cannot mention everything on your profile. It can be either LinkedIn profile. You can mention the GitHub projects. Whatever the modules, online modules that you are building, online web applications, or anything that you are doing as a code or as a web application, or any program related things, you can put that stuff in your public GitHub profile. There are some other online repositories is also available. This will like when they are searching your name on the internet, first thing they will be searching on is your LinkedIn profile. Then they will be searching for your certifications, if you have any um, you know certifications from the organizations called like Oracle, Microsoft, like that. And then they will be searching for your online presence, like how you are in the online, like if you have any GitHub sources, GitHub publications, like that. So you can mention that. Even if you have some websites on your own, you can mention that in your profile. So these are all the basic stuffs that we can mention in our profile. Even I will tell like how we can mention that in the profile and how we can land up with a good opportunity.